welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos, and it's all up next.
It has been a season of ups and downs, twists and turns. It all comes to a conclusion here tonight as we welcome you on this February night to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Detroit Lions. One game tonight, available in 195 different countries. Wherever you are, thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson's been great first year in the booth with you, partner, and we've seen a lot. Great individual performances, dominating teams, stunning upsets. It all wraps up on the big stage in New Orleans. What are you going to be watching for in this one?
I think such a big factor of this game, Mike, is who handles the changes that come along with playing in the Super Bowl. Every NFL team all year, they want routine. They want consistency. The coaches and players preach that. Well, everything on Super Bowl Sunday, it just feels different. Pre-game feels different. Halftime feels different. The teams that are able to weather those changes the best typically come out and start the fastest and are able to really put themselves in position to call themselves Super Bowl champs.
Knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That'll be batted down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the near...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick six earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start.
On fourth down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to lead the game.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now, Goff. Pass completed is St. Brown. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
First and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On first down, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down. Here's Goff. That's to the end zone. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. That is caught by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. A run here with Gibbs. I think he got there. He did not. Mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. He's got it to tight end, Adam Troutman. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Off the play fake, here's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Raymond going to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Goff to throw on 1st down. He's got Laporta open on the left side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Throwing, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. One more time with Montgomery. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
One more time for Montgomery. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've raced out to a big lead as they look for a potential early knockout. Goff to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing here is Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of the receiver, pick up the 1st down. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Goff. This one intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Goff to throw. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he is going to have a Lions first down. He's able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. To throw is Goff. On target to Laporta. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory, because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. David Montgomery, touchdown Lions. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That'll be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Williams in motion. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go with Williams. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. It's another run here for Williams. He'll get this across midfield down to the 48. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. 3rd down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So after one here in Super Bowl 59, it's the Lions who have the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. He connects with Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down. Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. offense will have great field position right around midfield. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets them down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's got another one. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points. So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. 3rd and long. Throwing is Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The Lions offense. And their running back set to go once more. That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Goff. As completed is St. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. Goff to throw on 1st down. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. To throw is Goff. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions stretch things out even further. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. This team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the zone read, this is Nix. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he is on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Goff. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On 2nd down, Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now Montgomery. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Detroit. To throw is Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Broncos will have great field position right around midfield.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 2 and gained 6. Throwing. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got Laporta open on the left side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Goff to throw. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. There's that man again, another catch. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Second down and 3. Now, Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have... in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll go with the sneak. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Here's a designed run. And this time he's in. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Lions. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Let's go. Throwing is Nix. Quick throw, taken in, and good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more down.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So, 2 minutes to play. and 4th first half. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Williams. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He connects. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing, Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Goff to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
These These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
Bates now for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Goff to throw on first down. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And with the yardage on the last play, he will write his name in NFL history. A day to remember, he has set the all-time mark for the most receiving yards in a single game. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Catch is made. That is Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Goff to the right side. That's St. Brown. And he's very close to a touchdown. Just shy of the goal line. The Lions. Looks like Dan Campbell will go ahead and throw the red challenge flag here. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. A carry here from Montgomery. And he's into the end zone yet again. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. That's it. That's the Super Bowl record. A game to remember. His 4th touchdown of the night. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run it with Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nick, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the low line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goff. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defense. It's 2nd down. Goff to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's very close to first down yardage. They're going to mark him shy, though, at the 48. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Taylor Decker, the former Buckeye, guilty on that one. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll throw. It's Nix. And this throw batted away and incomplete. 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. The throw on the run is complete. And he's in. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Broncos. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Mike, you can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it, breaking it up.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions first down.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. Despite having this big lead here in the 2nd half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5. One more time for Montgomery. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Goff. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 2nd down, Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 81, Broncos 21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Reynolds now on the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
On 1st down, it's Goff. There's that man again, another catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Goff to throw. On target to Laporta. He is in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And they continue to pour it on into the end zone, tack on 2 more points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A tight end in motion now. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down. Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. This one to the tight end, Troutman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
First and 10. Goff to throw. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Goff. Again, working deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Lions.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They send Sutton in motion. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. picking up the first down.
That's good for the Broncos.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And he's in. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So now after the touchdown, gonna send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he will score again. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. So after the time, it's Bates to kick this one away. I'll let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll go play action with Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He finds his man, Troutman. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Throwing is... And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
2nd down. Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and back.